I'd like to welcome everyone here today to what is the first of what I hope to be a series of webcasts about the fascinating hobby of homebrewing. An introduction as to myself, my name is James, and I've been homebrewing as a hobbyist and enthusiast for the better part of 15 years. And it's something that I find a great deal of joy and interest in doing, and I hope to share that with you today. To start things off, why you might be interested in homebrewing yourself. We'll assume everyone here is entry level, as that's the intent of this video. There are typically three major reasons why people get into homebrewing. The first of which is just a general interest in how beer is made. The second being cost, and the third is variety, being able to control and choose what you make, not what the big beer manufacturers or the local microbrew down the street might decide to do. Why I brew? I consider myself more of the interest and for the variety. I found it fascinating in the beginning, just the complete process of what it takes to make beer, and being able to do that myself and have full control over the end result was a challenge, and frankly it's become a passion of mine. So I'd like to pass on a lot of what I had to learn by trial and error and digging on to you guys. I'd like to point out that at least at this time this webcast is not sponsored. If I make reference to any particular books or websites I use, it's just that I have found these to be useful, and it's up to your discretion whether or not you use them or not. I'm not being paid to promote them. Let's see, I think the majority of this cast will be what I intend to cover in future webcasts, and as such I've put together a short list and kind of pass that on at this point. I'm going to work through these videos as often as I can, although some of them I think will require a brew session, so that may have to wait till we get through some of this COVID-19 stuff. First off, I intend them all to be relatively short. I don't want to make something that takes 15 or 20 minutes to sit through. I kind of like to hold the majority of these down to about 5 minutes. That way you can watch them whenever you can fit them into your life. As most of you, including myself, life's pretty busy and takes up what precious time we have. I want to kind of mix in a bit of both the history and some of the interesting facts and tidbits about brewing over the years, with science and some of the processes involved. I don't intend on digging real deep into the science, as that's kind of something that each of you needs to decide how far you want to go, but enough to let you know it's out there, and maybe give you some interest and some curiosity to go looking for it. Equipment. I think it's pretty common knowledge what equipment's needed, but I'd like to go over some of the essentials in at least one of the webcasts that you need to get started, and some of the choices you have. I know things like wort chillers, there are multiple types, and I haven't ran across what's better than another real easily found, so we'll dive into that type of stuff. Resources, I think we'll cover a little bit of some of the resources over the years that I have found useful, and might make it easy for you guys, both as literature, reference material, and some of the online places that you can get a hold of the equipment and the supplies. When I first started, there were actually many homebrew shops in the area, and as time has gone on with the internet, it's kind of sad to say, but a lot of the mom and pop homebrew supply shops have closed, and we're stuck with the online big ordering places. And last but not least, I think we'll occasionally dive into beer, the reason why we're all doing this. Today I'm drinking one of my own brews. This is a grapefruit pale ale that I put together. I've had it in the kegerator probably about a month, So it's cleared up as much as it's going to, and frankly it's delicious, and it's the reason why we all do it. So at this point I'm going to wrap things up for this first one, and hope you guys will join me for what will be the first of the actual informative videos. Cheers.